Hi, Isaac Stevens here. I am head of the client success division here at Scape Launch. Had a wonderful interview today with Rosie from Mission Custom Pools out in San Antonio. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy.
Hi, how are you doing, sir?
All right. Can't complain.
I'm glad to hear that.
How about you?
And complain, that's good. I'm doing fine.
Busy, busy?
Running over to the doctor. I'm trying to be busy,
Yeah.
but
So let's just do this quick interview, and this is something for a lot of people who are thinking of working with us. It's always good to kind of hear from an actual client, right? Someone who's been working as long as with you are with us, and I think it's been a great partnership. There's always ups and downs. There's always, it seems like we always try to resolve things very well, and I think we've kind of grown a lot, and it seems like you have been doing very fairly well, despite kind of the difference in margins that we've talked about over the past and stuff like
mhm,
that, right? But the
yes,
return on
sir.
investment is there, which is great. We love that, right?
Yes. Mhm.
So I guess my first question for you, Rosie, is, you know, prior to working with us, kind of give me just a rundown of the problems you were facing, how that had an impact on your business, how much that costed your business. Kind of like think of think of yourself a year from before you started with us. How was that? Like, what were you looking for?
Okay, before I started working with you, I was working only by references.
Okay.
I was doing no whatsoever advertising at all. I was posting on Facebook, but that was it.
Okay.
I didn't have I, I didn't have any advertising at all.
Got it. So how much were you doing just from the references and word of mouth? Like what how well were you guys kind of
Well,
scaling?
we were surviving. I can tell you that.
Sure.
After I started working with y'all, it went from per se 0 to 100.
0 to 100, right? That's always good. That's always good to hear. But surviving, is it kind of your cash flow was was there, but it wasn't, hey, 700K in 2 months or something like that. It was kind of like
No,
as it
not at
came.
all.
Okay.
No, we were like I mentioned, we were surviving. Well, thank God we had a lot of good customers that were referring customers to us, but that was it.
Yeah. And it does seem that you have and still have currently to this day a really good outreach to your community. Like I've noticed a lot on your Facebook, you're not just posting about, Rosie Mission Custom Pools, that's all we do. It seems like you're sponsoring rodeos, you're in the community. Do you think that's why part of the success that you found prior to working with us, do you think that's led to a lot of the more or less success that you had prior to kind of
Yes,
working on our end?
yes, because we do a sponsor the rodeo. We have four the FA HFS or whatever from the schools. The
Yeah.
agriculture program, we have
Oh,
two
really?
schools. Yes, we have two schools, and then we have another two schools that we sponsor with sports activities,
Nice.
and we are all the time trying to get involved and sponsor the community and give the community a little bit back.
Yeah, for sure. So the community is really important for you, and then what? I
Yes.
guess now fast forward to now, right? We started doing ads targeting more of the community that you're in. How much has that like added to your goals? Because like you obviously started with us for a reason, but like what did you want from us considering working with us? Like what was the top thing for you guys?
Well, I think Isaac, honestly, that we can have a like a top. We want to work accomplishing what we had set a goal for it, but I don't think we have. There's a limit to grow.
Sure, but you wanted
There's
steady growth, right? Like it's kind of
yes,
so you mentioned kind of just the overall just to in case we didn't get all of that, but basically you're involved with your community. You did a lot of word of mouth and references, which is good, but you wanted to kind of have steady growth. You didn't want to go like
yes,
crazy like $10 million a year, but you understand that there's a steady kind of growth. But that was
yes.
that more or less your goal?
Yes, that's exactly my goal. We wanted to grow a little bit. Thank God we've been working really hard and we've been meeting all goals of the
Yeah.
really. I don't
Yeah.
know how, uh, to be honest with you, we don't have like, oh, this is our goal. If we're reaching what we will hope to be, but we don't have like a set goal. We don't want to be a multi-millionaire company,
Yeah.
but we want to be a stable and have our bank a little bit over to
Yeah.
not to struggle like we were before.
Hmm. Right. And it seems like you care more about craftsmanship, would you say, and more
Yes,
about the stuff that you're doing, the community that you're helping versus
that,
growing too big. Okay.
yeah, that's right.
That's good. And I feel like that's, along kind of goes alongside of what we want to accomplish with you. Like, um, and it does seem that outside of kind of the word of mouth, which I'm sure you still get references now, right?
Yes, yes, definitely we do.
So aside from the ads currently, when you started working with us, how often did you get like a reference or something outside of the ad spend? Like what was the revenue there outside of the ad spend overall? Do you have an idea?
Honestly, I don't.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that we got with a reference, what we do is an actual all the time when somebody referred to us, it's an actual sale.
Yeah.
So
So it's
it's
like super easy. Yeah.
yeah, super easy sell because these people already recommended us and they already had seen our work and everything.
Hmm.
So it's a pretty easy sell.
Right.
And but like I mentioned to you, we are happy with the service that you're providing to us, and we're doing good.
Yeah. You've done about 1.2 or so with us, maybe a little bit
Yes,
more,
more.
maybe closer to 1.5.
Yeah, I think it's like 1.3 somewhere around there.
Okay. So it's right around that middle there. That's good. So
Yes. Mhm.
word of mouth still happening, closing those pretty good. You have about
Yes.
1.5. We probably gotten you we've scaled to exactly I think roughly where you want it to be, right? If you're doing like 2
Yes.
million in the year, I think that's roughly where you're at right now.
That's yes, exactly.
Yeah. That's good.
Hmm.
Oh, so what about the program that if someone was kind of just trying to figure out whether they wanted to work with us, like what are the things you like, some maybe things that we need to work on, but definitely points at which we've really gone ahead and gotten you what you needed. Like what would you say to someone kind of starting out to them?
What would I say that you are easy to work with, that you're there all the time. There's no doubt that whenever I have a question, whenever I have a doubt, you immediately answer, you immediately get a response, and your team it's all the time on top.
Right. Communication's good. That's good.
Very, very good communication. I can tell you that.
Awesome. And
Hmm.
and I'm sure there's like an ups and downs. Like I think like we had times where we didn't get as many leads as we wanted, or we didn't hit
Hmm.
what we wanted. Were the solutions that we kind of put in place for you, like how did that impact your investment?
It didn't really impact because you were on top all the time. You knew we were not making the leads that we were supposed to be making. So you give me suggestions to get to the point or get to our goal that we had.
Right. That's good.
Immediately you look for a solution for it.
Right. And what would you say to someone who's like on the fence with working with us? What would you say to them if you were to, because I know you've had that before, someone calls you. Like what would
Yes.
you say to someone who's on the fence and on working with us, do you think?
I would tell them to go ahead and get you because you're on top of everything. You're on top of having a good communication, solving issues, whatever small or big. I have not had big issues, but you're all the time trying to solve everything immediately, and you're
Right.
available
Yeah.
whatever time. Honestly, we have been calling you sometimes around 5, 6
Yeah.
o'clock, 7,
Yeah.
8, and you answer the
Hey, I'm
phone
here.
regardless.
Yeah, and I think that's, I signed up for that, right? I think at the end of the day. And I don't mind. It means you care, because like that's the reason why I like working with you guys so much is like you want the right system in place in terms of what your goals are, but you stay true
Exactly.
to kind of what, like, why you started in the first place. You're not trying to, be something that you're not. And what I use your social media, I use your website as a kind of a flagship of this is what it takes, because you have everything that I see on your Facebook. I would probably buy from you, right? If I lived in Texas, because you know what I mean? Because like you care about the community. That's community first, Rosie, and I think that's really what we
And
both. Yeah, go ahead.
no, and what I was going to tell you is that we are our company is family oriented. We as a family, as that we had struggled, we wanted to treat the people the way we would like to be treated.
Yeah,
And you're doing the same thing.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, that's good right there. I think that's a good message to anyone kind of whoever sees this, but I think we can kind of keep it like that. So thanks, Rosie, for doing all this.
No problem, sir.